Hey, hey everybody. Welcome. How y'all doing? This is Miss Hardcore Mode where nothing's easy. We are back with another hard rant. Don't mind me, by the way. I work in a warehouse. Yeah, got my fucking hand. Hey, Knight, how you doing? Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this one today. But hey guys, welcome back. This is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing's easy. We are back with another hard rant. This one with a Game Informer video for Dragon Age Veilguard. Some of the creators of the Veilguard has something to say about the game. And yeah, I'm ready to show up you guys. Really appreciate you being here. After this, we're gonna play Dragon Age Origins. Really appreciate you if you're here. If you want to lurk. If you don't, do you. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and watch this video right now. I think it's like 30 minutes ish. I might stop it here and there. So anyway, let's go ahead and hear what they have to say about Veilguard. Also, before we begin, I have no qualms for people, you know, enjoying Veilguard. I think it's a really fascinating thing that people actually enjoy Veilguard. Listen, 2024 did not do us any favors. So you go out there, enjoy your video games, boo-boo. Go ahead. Listen, I might have a negative view towards Veilguard. Some of us might have a negative view towards Veilguard. I'm never gonna fault any of the gamers. I'm not gonna call us consumers. You guys want to go out there and enjoy the game, have fun, have at it, enjoy it, be excited. I hope you have fun. I'm more a little bit upset over BioWare because I feel like they have changed over the years, and I am hoping for the better, but we'll see. We'll see. Also, don't bash anybody that might have a negative view towards a video game. Come on now. First of all, it's a bit of entertainment, and we shouldn't go that far and let people have opinions. Please let people have opinions. I don't like that sort of style where people like to go like, I'm tired of these people that have opinions. What kind of opinions? Negative opinions. Why can't they just shut up and consume product like a good little boy? Nah, I'm not like that. Listen, I'm 37 years old. I do whatever the fuck I want. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch this video.
Remember when Dragon Age Origins came out. Playing that game, day one purchase. I love RPGs, and I'd never played anything like it. To be honest, it kind of blew my mind. It really felt like a step forward for the genre. And I fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with the presentation, had all the strategy I was looking for. I was in awe of that game. And to sit here now, working on the next edition of Dragon Age, it's a dream come true.
I owe my career to
Must have been, I take it he was a player, back in the day, but now he is, in present day, actually working on Veilguard. I think that's Bush right there, creative director. And, it must be an amazing feeling to come into BioWare and actually work on something that you know, kind of hold dear. So I'm not going to fault him for that.
Dragon Age. I've grown as a person and grown as a game developer with it, and just I'm so excited to finally be able to talk about Veilguard especially.
This is really the best Dragon Age game that I've ever played. I obviously carry some bias because...
Oh, wow, never mind. He said it. I could respect that. I like it when somebody says, I think this game that I'm working on is the best game that is ever made. Oh, I'm carrying some bias. Oh, well, at least you're honest. I like that.
Because I'm coming into it partially from the outside, but yeah, this is the best one. This is
partially outside. Mark Dara, man. I respect this dude. He's been working on the OG.
Because I'm coming into it partially from the outside, but yeah, this is
partially from the outside. So he's not specifically. It's not giving us any notes at the bottom, giving us his name and what he does. Partially from the outside? I wonder what he means. Man, I haven't seen him in a while. It looks like he hasn't aged.
This is the best one. This is the one where we get back to our roots of character-driven storytelling, have really fun combat, and aren't making compromises.
Every game has heart and soul that goes into it. But this is something different. This is something more.
Okay. We'll see. We will see. It seems like they're really I can respect the cockiness. I can respect the cockiness.
I'm John Epler. I am the creative director for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Been at BioWare for coming up on 17 years this year. I pull together the story, the vision, the kind of creative intent of not just the game, but how it relates to Dragon Age as a whole, the storytelling we're doing, and all that sort of thing.
My name's Corinne Bush. I'm the game director on Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
So creative director, and he is the game director. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm trying to get all the names in my head. Some of you out there are just flat out insane. You know the artist, and you know the janitor, and I'm just like, bro, this... Listen, I love BioWare, but I don't got all their names in check. That's some dedication.
Joined BioWare just shortly after Anthem had launched, and fortunately, the opportunity came along to join my dream franchise, Dragon Age.
So, basically, he came in right after Anthem. I'm pretty sure as soon as Anthem bombed and he just came in, he was like, "Woo! I'm so glad I wasn't a part of that. I'm so glad." I'm working on Dragon Age Veilguard. Oh, okay, cool.
Mark Dara, I am the former executive producer for the Dragon Age franchise.
Former? What? Are you just giving them some insight, or what's up?
Dragon Age.
I'm Mark Dara. I am the former executive producer for the Dragon Age franchise. I was executive producer on Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Dragon Age Inquisition.
One of the things we wanted to make sure with Veilguard is that it's respectful and...
Wait. Mark... Why didn't he let us know what he was doing? He's the former... Wait, why did he let us know that he was the former? I'm okay with him saying he's the former. Just let us know what you're doing now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm out here. I'm just trying to make sure everything's flowing. I am getting paid. I'm here to spectate something. Came out here. I don't have a job. And I'm like, Mark, are you okay? Blink twice.
referential to previous games without feeling like you needed to have played Inquisition or DA2 or DAO to understand what's going on. So while there are references, there are moments that we have callbacks, it really is its own story, its own continuation with a different cast, with different characters. Historically, Dragon...
Pretty much like every other Dragon Age. Yeah, that's a continuation. That's always been a thing.
Age has always had a different cast per game, so that gives us a lot of freedom in terms of what we want to lean on in the past and what we want to really bring in that's new and forward facing.
The thing that happened in 2023 that I love is that it blew the doors open in terms of what a storytelling RPG could be, where you had...
I don't know about you, but the animations with that character that was lowering herself was kind of horrible. Anyway.
Baldur's Gate 3, and you had Zelda, and you had all of these games, Starfield, come out in the same year and say, this is a storytelling RPG. They're very different from each other. You can like some of these, you can like all of these, but the genre can be bigger. We're learning on each other, we're building foundations that we can build upon. So
That's nice.
I think there are going to be a lot of people who picked up their first RPG last year that are going to be looking to pick up something new and could really find something to love in
True.
Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
True. A lot of people will be coming in that's brand new.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
To be fair, the casual players are pretty much what make or break most AAA games. Because let's say Call of Duty comes out, but only the people that really like know Call of Duty, that know how to play Call of Duty, only play Call of Duty. Activision will be shut down within like 6 months. The game will come out, like literally 10% of Call of Duty players will play the game. And the rest of them, the normal people, you and me, like people that'll play Call of Duty like for 30 minutes and then turn it off, we're just not there. And then that kind of shuts down, you know, he's like, okay, I guess you guys don't like Call of Duty. It's mostly the casual players that make or break most entertainment.
Let's buy him some time.
Random thing. I would like to show you something real quick. You see the picture of that wolf? That is the exact same design of the wolf statues in the older games of Dragon Age. One part of me is just like, okay, yeah, it would be the same statue, but the other part of me is like, it's 2024. Give those statues some detail. Give that wolf some curls. You know what I mean? Give it some more definition. I'm nitpicking. Shut up. Fuck you. I'm loving the water drops on the
Now,
bodies.
I want to be clear. I adore Solus. I'm a solo Velen player, but this is not.
I want to be clear, I love Solus, and I was like, this boy is gonna come in and say like, but, and I'm like, what did you do to Solus? Oh God.
Not a game about Solus. So, in all things we do, trying to capture that authentic experience, we felt the title really needed to change.
Dreadwolf suggests.
Why though? Why though? Why did you have to change it? You know how badass and sort of edgelord Dragon Age 4 Dreadwolf. You know how badass that sounds? So now that you say there's two things that I'm saying here. Since they did change it to Veilguard, which sounds it's fine. It's passable. It's passable. You know how when you buy an item in Amazon, but you don't want to buy the new thing, but you'll buy it like used, and you choose the one that says passable? That's what it is. It ain't the name's not brand new, but it's passable. Like, we're gonna lower the price by a lot. But that's basically how I feel with the new title that they put on. But here's the thing. I'll live, but at the same time, it makes me feel like we've been waiting years to hear about Solus, and now we have this lingering feeling that Solus is just now going to be thrown away, which it doesn't seem like it's about to happen, but it's going to be put in a different way. I think we did another video about it before where Solus is just going to be pretty much Johnny Silverhand. But you know, just following you around as a spectral ghost or something.
Yes, a title focused on a specific individual, whereas Veilguard, much like Inquisition, focuses more on the team, focuses more on the group, focuses more on the party than it does on one specific person.
That doesn't make any sense though. If you the whole team of BioWare love Dragon Age Origins. It's just called Dragon Age Origins. It's fine. It's the origin. It's fine. The name is kind of cool. We can work with it. Best fucking game I've ever played. One of the tippy top. Dragon Age 2? Okay, Dragon Age 2. Awesome game. Dragon Age Inquisition? Okay, we got some sort of Inquisition team sort of going on here. You could call it Dragon Age Dreadwolf, Dragon Age 4 Dreadwolf, and people would have been fine. It sounds too badass to pass up. Whereas, I feel like they're going with a trend with what they did with Inquisition, and now they're doing it here, which is kind of weird because I'm so used to them. I feel like they want to change things. So I would think that they would stick with Dreadwolf, which actually sounds badass, but they went with Veilguard, which is what video is this? I'll put a link down below. Also it says, oh, making of Dragon Age Veilguard cover story feature from Game Informer. Anyway, let's continue. I'm talking too much.
The absolute beating heart of this game are these authentic, diverse companions. And when we took a step back, as we always do, we always check our decisions and make sure that they still represent the game we're trying to build. It just felt like we needed a title that represented what this game was truly about.
I think it was absolutely the right choice. Names can take on a momentum. Arguably, this game has kind of, in a way, been called Dreadwolf since its earlier days.
Yes.
And as the game evolved, as the game figured out exactly what it was, it's very mature to step back and say, we called it something, does it really still reflect what the game is? And I think the fact that the team was willing to take that step is amazing, and I think this is absolutely the right decision.
All right, well, it is what it is.
Summoning demons on purpose? My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks. And when the veil comes down completely, then the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
One of the principles we took to when we were building the story of the Veilguard early on was we wanted the beginning of the game to feel like the final chapter of an earlier story. You know, at the end of Trespasser, Solus said he was going to end the world, tear down the Veil, and so you start the Veilguard having chased Solus to the city of Minrathous in the Tevinter Empire, there to stop.
How many years has it been? Because I know there was a couple of comics related to after Trespasser involving our boy here, Varric. You can look at his body, his facial features, and it looks like it's been years. It's been many years. So, which is odd because the Inquisition was always around. Maybe there is a comic book or book that we don't know about, or I don't know about, and the Inquisition is now gone. Even Harding was part of the Inquisition. So the Inquisition, I'm just wondering because they're saying, let me go back.
Having chased Solus to the city of Minrathous in the.
So that means they've been chasing this guy for years. For many years. Okay. All right.
Tevinter Empire, there to stop his ritual, there to take him down, and so you're working with Varric, you're working with other characters, Scout Harding, Nev, who is the detective. You're there to find this character, so you're chasing him, you're trying to stop this ritual that he's already said multiple times that he's going to perform before he performs it, because if he does, the veil get torn down, Fate and the world of the Waking will merge, and demons will pour out, pretty much meaning the end of life as we know it.
You know, the thing that is so amazing about Veilguard is this is the game where we finally said out loud that BioWare's greatest strength is telling stories through characters. If you go all the way back to Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, these are games that are telling stories through characters, but there wasn't an intentionality behind that. And
Okay, continue. An intentionality.
in this game, we're finally putting that intentionality first and foremost, putting the characters first, building the game around those character moments, around those characters, which is really the best way that BioWare knows how to tell stories.
What? Okay, you're gonna have to show me, Mark, what exactly do you mean? Because with Mass Effect, and this is just Mass Effect, but it still applies. With Mass Effect, we could not do anything without our teammates. Our teammates were integral to the main story, especially Mass Effect 2. Especially Mass Effect 2. They were really integral. There's even a DLC that was a commemorative DLC for Mass Effect 3 related to all of your companions. There were moments in Mass Effect 3 where you could literally just outright kills some of your companions, old and new. I think you could have let go of coming. Yeah, yes, absolutely. Mass Effect 1, you could have killed your companions. So they were also tied to the main mission. With Dragon Age, the characters were also integral to the story as well. You go to Orzammar, you see a dwarf, a drunken dwarf. He is tied and related to having the dwarves join you with to fight off the darkspawn in with the Grey Wardens. That because there's a pact. You have to contact the dwarves, the humans from Redcliffe, and I believe also the Dalish elves. Each area had its own set of companions, and those companions actually came together, whether or not they were from the Chantry or whether or not. I know you could have chosen not to bring them, but that was also the beauty of it. That was also the beauty of choice, was Liliana could literally just come up to you and be like, hey, I need to join you because the Blight is nothing to joke about. And you could literally just say no. That was the power of choice right there. With this one, it sounds to me like you can't do anything without your companions. And I'm just like, interesting. I don't know. I find that kind of iffy, but we'll see. I and also at the same time, it sounds like they're saying like that never happened in the previous Dragon Age games. And I'm just like, sure about that? They have to show me what exactly they mean. They have to show me, because it's
Most interesting villains to myself, and honestly to most people, are not just straight up, I just want to end the world. To them, they are the heroes of the story, and Solus is no exception. Solus always feels that he is a tragic hero, but a hero nonetheless. So he's coming into this believing firmly that what you stopped him from doing was the right thing, that you made a mistake. But because now he's trapped, now he can't, reach out and actively affect, he needs to work with you. And that allows us to provide a lot of nuance to the relationship, because Solus sees a lot of himself in you, especially the parts of himself that he maybe doesn't like to face. So there is kind of that interesting push and pull between the two.
Yeah, but first of all, are you saying this like, well, first of all, Rook, Solus doesn't know Rook. So it sounds to me like you're talking about mid-game stuff. If Solus is following you around soullessly or spectrally, I'm sorry, I'm throwing stupid words around. Shut up. If Solus is following you, you make it sound like Solus knows Rook, when in actuality, Solus knows the Inquisitor, your character in Dragon Age Inquisition. I believe Solus also said the same thing with the Inquisitor. Maybe I didn't hear him correctly. We'll go back.
Stopped him from doing was the right thing, that you made a mistake, but because now he's trapped, now he can't, reach out and actively affect, he needs to work with you.
Damn.
And that allows us to provide a lot of nuance to the relationship, because Solus sees a lot of himself in you, especially the parts of himself that he maybe doesn't like to face. So there is kind of that interesting push and pull between the two characters, Solus and the main protagonist, Rook, and you can define what that relationship means. You can continue to be suspicious and hostile towards him, or you can start to see him and the two of you and really develop a different relationship over the course.
Yeah, he did mean that. Okay, so later on, maybe mid-game, he could start to understand. This is so weird, because having a relationship with, how cool it would have been if Solus didn't know who the hell you were and he wasn't trapped with you, like you're just a new person, or you follow Dragon Age 4 or Veilguard and you play it as the Inquisitor. That would have been really cool. But the fact that he's just some spectral thing following you, and so if you do the deed, I'm not going to say anything.
course of the story.
This is a good direction to take the Solus story. It allows us to hopefully give a good conclusion to all of the varied attitudes towards Solus that are going to be coming into this game. People who love Solus, people who agree with Solus, people who hate Solus, people who want to kick Solus off a building. I think that we give you the opportunity to bring that to a close, but then tell a greater story about the Veilguard and about the world as a whole.
Having worked on Inquisition, having worked on Veilguard, one of the things that we really wanted to lean into early on was Dragon Age has always been about characters, but to some degree it's almost felt like we've lucked into that. Inquisition is a story that ultimately you and the main characters you recruit at the beginning are the ones who have the biggest part to play. We wanted to tell a story this time where you literally cannot save the world without these characters. Beyond that though, we all
You cannot beat this game without your companions. I'm looking at this in two ways. Mechanically, or gameplay wise, I was thinking to myself, what if I played this game without companions? That would be cool. But story wise, or lore wise, or just story wise, so I need them. In a way, it sounds like it makes sense, because if this was like a real fight between you and evil elvish gods, you're gonna need teammates. But at the same time, are they saying like, yeah, your companions literally can't leave, so you have to take them? I don't think it's that. I think, I'm not sure. I heard that they will always come back, but I would like to play this game solo and play this game where it's just me. I don't know. I'm just wondering the mechanics of that, of what he said. We could solo Corypheus, so why can't we beat Veilguard without our companions? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. You know, just a little gameplay thing, you know.
also wanted to give them their own arcs that run parallel to the main story and really give them that kind of deep storytelling that our fans really enjoy and really thrive. So these followers or these companions don't just exist by themselves, they have relationships with each other as well. They have friendships, they have rivalries, and lean into that concept. You're not just pulling together a bunch of people who will do whatever you say, you're assembling a family, and that becomes the core of what the Veilguard is all about. It's about taking this group, this found family, and saving the world side by side with them.
Well, yeah, that's always been a thing. That's always been a thing with Dragon Age, and also, Mass Effect. Like, you would literally walk around, at your base, and they would talk to each other. They recognize that there's another person here. There's even moments, well, Mass Effect has a good one, but also, Dragon Age, let's say, oh man, you remember when Anders in Dragon Age 2 was, Anders wanted to free the mages, and he ended up killing a lot of people to save the mages, and then Varric got really pissed about that, which is funny. Because Solus is killing a lot of people. Solus is killing a lot of people in this game. And Varric is ready to forgive him. But Anders killed a whole bunch of people to save some mages. And Varric was like, yeah, I don't know about this, bruh. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, this has always been a thing. They're going to have to show me what they mean, though.
This is a story told through characters.
Yeah, it's definitely not about being a hero. That's true.
But it is a story that's going somewhere. In Origins, a lot of things were done just to do them. In Veilguard, things are done towards a goal, towards a storytelling goal, towards the future. So this is a game which...
Just to do stuff with Dragon Age Origins? That a lot of things were done just to do stuff? In Dragon Age Origins? Dragon Age Origins was highly linear. Huh? I felt like every moment was like meaningful. Like every moment, in Dragon Age Origins, this is the way I feel. This is my opinion. I felt like every moment in Dragon Age Origins, I was either doing the main mission or doing a side mission that was literally in the way of the main mission.
Which takes the ball that Inquisition had, puts its own spin on it, has its own characters, takes its own direction, but continues that path forward into the future.
Yeah,
One
you're
of
gonna.
the principles we wanted to get into with Dragon Age, the Veilguard, is the world exists even when you're not around. There are things, there are, you know, ancient conflicts, there are grudges, things that happen even when Rook, the protagonist, isn't participating in them, and you kind of come in media res in some of these. So the message of the Veilguard is you're not saving the world on your own. You need your companions, but you also need these factions, these other groups in the world. You help them, they help you. Now, something we wanted to avoid, because, you know, there's always the trope of, oh yeah, you know, I would help you save the world, but I need you to go gather 200, you know, wood. 200 wood, exactly. It's kind of a silly concept. So
they're talking about Dragon Age Inquisition. That shit was stupid. That shit, you need to collect quarry rocks or some shit. That shit was so dumb.
What we wanted to build is these factions that do want to help you, but have realistic challenges, problems in front of them. So narratively, you help them with their problems. They will help you with yours when the time comes. But beyond that, each faction has a follower as well as ancillary character we're calling agents who exist as these face of the faction. We're not going to get too deep into those right now, but we didn't want to just say, here's the wardens, go deal with the war. We wanted to have characters within that faction who are sympathetic, who you can see and who become the face of that faction. We want the face of the faction. We're not going to.
What did he just say?
Get too deep into those right now, but we didn't want to just say, here's the wardens, go deal with the war.
Was he about to say go deal with the wardens? What do you mean go deal with the wardens? We out here killing gray wardens? Nah, no way. I'm gonna be honest. If you got the balls to make us do something that dirty to fight the gray wardens, I'm in. Yo, we'll join you, but you gotta kill these gray wardens. I'll be honest, that's some dark shit. Cause they are literally, ain't nobody well, a little bit, but the gray wardens are literally there, existed to, like, you know, to fight off the blight. So it's like killing the janitor. Why are you killing the janitor? He cleans shit. So it's like, you want me to kill the gray wardens? The very thing, the best faction in all of Dragon Age? All right. No, maybe he messed up his words. But this faction thing sounds very interesting. I'm going to be honest.
We wanted to have characters within that faction who are sympathetic, who you can see and who become the face of that faction. So even if there's moments where the faction as a whole may be on the outs with you, these characters are still with you. They've still got your back. It's a core of what we've done. So
there's hints that if you have bad relationships with a faction, that might be a... I hope they go deep into that, because I don't know. The idea that factions will be upset with you sounds pretty interesting. I wonder how deep they're going to go on it. Now, if we're just trying to... This almost sounds like Mass Effect 3, where you're siding with certain people. This almost sounds like Dragon Age Origins as well, where you're just siding with people only to get up that bar that says ally bar, and you're just like, oh, I need these people, I need these researchers, I need these factions. Oh yeah, the bar is full, I'm ready for the ending. I'm wondering if they're gonna do that again
with the storytelling in this game. We wanted to make sure all the content you did felt relevant. Everything you do has a purpose and has a tie back into the critical path. Sometimes it's more explicit than others, but there is always a sense that you're moving towards the goal of stopping the Elven gods, stopping the end of the world. And it's not just, you know, and I love Dragon Age Inquisition, but the side content, it's not just finding the ring, someone's ring, and returning to them. It's helping these people, helping these groups so they can help you when the time comes.
Thank you for mentioning that. Those side quests in Dragon Age Inquisition, Jesus fucking Christ. Those side missions were so dry in Dragon Age Inquisition. He is right about the Dragon Age Inquisition like side quests. I don't remember any couple side quests in Dragon Age Inquisition where I had fun. Listen, I liked walking around and wandering around and fighting enemies, but when somebody was like, "Excuse me, Sir Knight, would you go get my supplies? I left them in my manor." And I'm just like, sure. You grab it, and he's just like, "Oh, were you hoping for a reward? Well, here you are." And it's like literally like 100 experience points and 100 gold. I fucking hated it. What triggers you most, having 3 abilities or no death mode? The 3 abilities.
So when it comes to identity and iteration on the franchise, we've really moved it into a place where you have the highest of highs, it can be colorful, it can be optimistic, but also you can have the lowest of lows, where it gets gritty, it gets painful, it gets quite dark. But throughout it all, there's a sense of optimism, and it creates this delightful through line through the game, this identity that I really think is something special for the franchise now and going forward.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here? We don't want to look in space.
I'm a little bit worried about these areas that they show. It makes it look like this place is huge, but it's actually probably not. I'm worried about certain cities where they look like they're huge, but they're actually pretty, you know, limited.
Ambiguous. Just get out of here nice and
At
casual.
least the cities.
Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
The interesting thing about Dragon Age the Veilguard is it takes part in a world of Thedas that we've only hinted at. We've never been there before. The Grey Warden Fortress of Weishaupt, the depths of Arlathan Forest, the Ravane Coast, or even the Grand Necropolis in Navarra. These are storied locations. Let's not forget about Minrathous itself. The great thing about setting the game in these storied locations is no one has ever seen them before.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. We've never seen these places before, and this city is absolutely beautiful.
The
but
game
look,
in these storied locations.
these storied locations, he said, I'm looking at these buildings, and I'm like, I want to go inside that building. Ain't no fucking way you're gonna tell me I can go in that building. Ain't no fucking way you're telling me I can. That building looks beautiful, but there is no door. There is no door. I'm looking at this place and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Is no one has ever seen them
I'm
before.
seeing them.
It's extremely exciting.
Go in
It's honestly, when we started building out these spaces, it's just the possibilities were endless. There's a very famous line by Dorian talking about Minrathous in particular. You go to Hlom Shrellan Inquisition, and it's this big, gilded, impressive palace. The
Holla at your boy Dorian. I appreciate that. He hollered at my boy Dorian.
only place you've been up to this point is either Kirkwall or Ferelden, both, you know, a little bit less impressive. And Dorian looks at this massive structure, this just absolutely enchanting castle, and says, yeah, that's cute. So finding those moments where we've referenced things and thinking to ourselves, what is the best version of this that we can present? And in the case of Minrathous, what's more spectacular than this massive gilded palace? In the case of Arlathan,
They do need to
what
bring
does it
him
look
back.
like when you go to the place where the elves had their ancient empire that was run on and fueled by magic? What does the aftermath of that look like, especially when the gods are out in the world and raw magic is seeping back out from the Fade? So one of the things we wanted to get to with the team is really lean on them for their ideas. Like, what excites you about this space? What brings you, you know, a joy and just a thrill to put into the game? And, you know, making sure that it fits with the lore. But the great thing.
Wait, what did he say about, who is he asking? Is he asking his fellow developers or the community?
On them for magic is seeping back out from the Fade. So one of the things we wanted to get to with the team is really lean on them for their ideas. Like, what excites you about this space? What brings you, you know.
Okay, he did talk to the team, but I think that's great that he's referring to the team. I think that's very, very important. But I think it would be really nice if they referred to the community just a little bit. Because, I don't know, I think involving the community with the game would, much like Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3 did, they involve the community. And if anything, if I'm saying anything, that sort of thing sort of sped up, you know, production with those two games where they involve the community. Now, of course, you don't want to involve the community too much, because sometimes the community will be like, yeah, add this. Yeah, add this. Also, add furries. And then that's when you gotta stop. That's when you gotta delete comments, and then you don't want to add everything that the community says, but you definitely want to take their feedback at least.
A joy and just a thrill to put into the game, and making sure that it fits with the lore. But the great thing about Dragon Age is it's always historically been a series where truth has multiple perspectives, so it just allowed us to build this cohesive space.
Truth has multiple perspectives. Man, that's a lot to take in. But all right.
But also this incredibly colorful, detailed version of each of these spaces we've never been to.
It really is a hub and spoke based design. Your base of operations is the lighthouse. You're going to journey out from the lighthouse into an area of the Fade known as the Crossroads, which is full of mysteries, exploration, branching paths, and you'll take Alluvians to the far corners of northern Thedas. As far as it
looks like those Alluvians are going to play the biggest part in Veilguard, because you're going through the Veil and you're guarding it. Veilguard should have stuck with Dreadwolf. It was a cool name. It was a cool name.
The environments themselves, some of them are more heavily mission focused, which means they're full of narrative beat after narrative beat. And this is one of the constants of our design philosophy, is a curated, handcrafted experience. And by creating that sense of handcrafted, narrative-based experience, we really strongly feel it allows us to tell the best stories possible.
Dude, just say you did what Dragon Age Origins did. Dragon Age Origins is hella curated. Dragon Age Origins is just like, once you go into this Dalish area, you're going to be doing the Dalish story mission. Once you go to Redcliffe, you're going to be doing the Redcliffe story mission. You go to the Dwarves area, well, you're going to be doing the Dwarvish story mission. When you say heavily curated, I get it. But stop making it sound like you've never done that before. I'm okay with it now. It's cool. I kind of wish it was open world, but it is what it is. This is what we got, and I hope what you show us is substantial. We got branching paths, he said, and we'll see.
We know what's going to happen, we know when it's going to happen, but of course it's influenced by all the decisions that you, the player, have made along the way. However, the game does really open up into some of our larger exploration areas.
Interesting.
Now, it's not open world, but these are non-linear areas where you can open up new sections of the map, find new pathways, really leaning into solving mysteries, finding ancient treasures, and some of our apex battles. There's some truly terrifying enemies you're going to encounter when you're left to your own means to kind of explore these larger areas.
Now, I need to talk to him about what he said. I really wish that they did like a little main mission or a side mission. Just a little main mission and a side mission that's mid-game. Instead of us getting a gameplay reveal of the very beginning of the game, because the very beginning of the game is, I don't care if you enjoy this game, like this game, or on the fence on this game, you know this is fucking true. Especially for the fans of BioWare and Dragon Age, this moment right here, this moment at the beginning is your moment. You are not going to be able to replicate your first moment ever again. Once you've done your first story mode, first playthrough of Dragon Age, it is that first time that you played Baldur's Gate, Cyberpunk, Red Dead Redemption 2, that moment was pure. But if you go this heavily lore created, story driven Dragon Age thing that we love, and you give us a gameplay reveal of the very beginning of the game, you kind of take that away from us, because you kind of showed us what happened to Varric, and kind of showed us what was going to happen with Solus and the and the two elven evil gods coming out, you showed us. You showed us. You said, hey, there's even people in this comment section of this video that are saying, hey, before I watch this, are they about to show me any spoilers? That's what they're saying now. People are saying that, like, hey, before I watch this, is there any spoilers? That sucks. Now you got people like trying to be like, well, last time you showed me the beginning of the story, so yeah, it could have been just great if they just showed them a little side mission. Let the players be confused with the side mission. A cutscene pops up. You're playing Veilguard, a cutscene pops up, you're in the middle of a forest, some guy and his bandits come out, and you're like, and he's just like, hey, you shouldn't be here, and my name is blah 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 blah. And then your character has options to say something, and that character is fully decked out in like mid-game gear, and you say a couple of things that don't make sense to you, but you know that something's about to go down. You don't need to know too much. You don't need to know too much. And then that dialogue sort of happens, maybe a little bit of banter during the fight, and then the fight happens. And then you can actually have a gameplay reveal with more than one ability.
Been in the south of Thetis, and South Thetis is Ferelden, Orlais. Both are still fairly oppressed. You know, they still have circles. Mages are viewed with suspicion, but Tevinter has always been this land where mages rule. Mages are in charge. Mages make the rules. Mages run the show.
I would like to see some Templars around here in the mage area. You know what I mean? I would like to see a Templar in the mage area. You know what I mean? Like, you're so used to seeing Templars in Dragon Age Origins and they're subjugating mages. But what if you saw Templars in the area of magic and Minrathous? That would be kind of interesting. How do they treat them? That'd be kind of cool. This lady is butt fucking ugly.
So what does that look like? And as we've gone through, you know, DAO, DA2, Inquisition, magic has become more and more present. And part of that is because Solus has been slowly preparing this ritual for longer than anyone in the Dragon Age universe is really aware of, but also just going into these spaces where magic
the main character.
And part of that is because Solus has been slowly preparing this ritual for longer than anyone.
Yeah, he has been repairing the thing longer than anyone. By the way, the motion capture for this main character looks fucking amazing. The way he looks serious, I can't fault him for this. The main character, listen, I know why they chose a black person, representation, yada yada yada. But I gotta admit, they know how to draw black people.
In the Dragon Age universe is really aware of, but also just going into these spaces where magic is by definition and by the lore much more present. It's been fun because, again, we do have rules. We want to make sure we're not violating the lore, violating things we've said before, but it's also, again, that permissiveness of, okay, what is the most interesting way to do this? What's the most interesting way to tell the story? It's also, honestly, as technology's gotten better, we've been able to show Origins DA2 on the Eclipse engine. We could talk about this fantastical magic, but the engine didn't really allow us to show it. For the first time, we're really able to let the visuals speak for themselves and not have to tell the player, trust us, it's spectacular, this magic is really cool. Yeah. We can actually show you.
Definitely the update with the Frostbite engine is definitely helping here. Hopefully I'm wondering if the Frostbite engine probably, I heard that the Frostbite engine played a big part in how they were trying to make this game. Also, I always wanted to know something. Why do they make their own engines when it comes to certain AAA games? I always wondered that. Maybe it's cost effective or something like that. But I'm gonna tell it like it is. Unreal 5 is fucking amazing. It's the best.
You and let you drink it in because it is, again, it's a fantastical setting.
We have a rich history of lore, of world building within the IP. So existing players will be familiar with these places and very excited to go to them and explore their mysteries. But for our new players, we're not assuming that you know anything about these locations. And I would say that also extends to the characters. We've taken great care in how we introduce each and every single companion, major story figure within the game as they're introduced.
This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can.
I'll probably fuck Harding. I don't know. I like freckles, and her lips are nice. Only in this one picture, though. That's it. Listen, maybe the veil jumper. We're gonna have to check her mental state a little bit because she's jumping into the veil for free. But yeah, if I play the game.
But where are we gonna find her?
So for me personally, and I know for the team, it was important that you could see yourself in the game, and that always begins with the character creator. Who you want to be, who you are,
audio mixed
or maybe
up. My
just
bad.
a completely different character. And that meant supporting all the options, various lineages throughout the history of Dragon Age, and also the various types of identities and people that exist out in the world. I'm really proud of what we built there.
I would like to see the character creation.
It is a game where everyone belongs.
Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 were doing what they could with the technology that they had. Dragon Age Inquisition did a good job of using Frostbite, respected the engine, but this game has been able to execute visually to a degree that just wasn't possible in the past.
Shut
Everyone
up,
moved in
Ninja
exactly the
Gamer.
same way. If you put on a suit of armor and you put it on Alistair, you looked exactly the same, standing right beside each other. Now we're able to keep the character coming through in the visuals and the motion, even as you're customizing them, which just wasn't possible in the past.
It's really tough, I must say, in an RPG where
Why is Mark here? I'm just wondering why Mark Dara is here. I think it's great that he's around, and I hope he's helping out the team. But I feel like he's just here to say, like, hey, this is different from the past. Hey, guess what? I worked on these old games, and this new game, it's upgraded. And I'm just like, yeah, I know, Mark. Yeah, I know. It's been 15 years or so. Yeah, we know. Yeah, it's upgraded. Yeah, people look different. Yeah, they kind of, they don't walk this. Yeah, I know, Mark. I love you, Mark, but former executive, I'm just wondering, like, I just wonder if he's all right.
where you're equipping different types of armor, where you've got different lineages to create that robust experience. But it's something we absolutely wanted to support. And that comes along with a couple of new to Dragon Age features that really push the limits of what we've seen in RPG character creation before. So first of all, full body customization with pretty robust diversity in terms of body shape, body size, proportions, things of that nature. So that was a pretty big evolution for us. We've also invested tremendous effort in.
So, I'm gonna make a big tittied, big ass waifu, yeah, she's gonna look hot. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I might make her a mage, and then she might date the mage killer. I know every other lady's doing it, but I think it's my turn now.
In our strand hair technology, numerous hairstyles, because we know how much our fans care about that. I'm one
True.
of them as well. The first thing I always look for is show me the hairstyles. But the range of hairstyles really matters too. It's not just about quantity. It's making sure that we have diverse representation for all types of players. This is defining how you want to.
Bro, I hate that term. Just say you got black hairstyles. Just say that. Just say we got black hairstyles. We got, white hairstyles. We got hairstyles from other different races. We even got hairstyles that are pertaining to the lore. We got all types of hairstyles, sort of like that. If you're gonna be a Cornari, we also got hairstyles for you as well. Diverse sorry, I get triggered over the representation word. I apologize. Let's continue.
enter the world. So We took
I
a step
appreciate
back
they're
and
bringing
said,
black hairstyles.
how are we going to incorporate things like your background in a meaningful way? How are we going to incorporate things like how you want to experience the gameplay of the game? And all of those are very important factors. I'm particularly proud of integrating, we call it playstyle, but is effectively difficulty into the character creation process. So you can select a number of preset experiences that your character will adopt and step into the game with, but you can also customize that playstyle. So if you're like me and you're terrible at parrying, you can use that up a little bit. Some of the locations.
If you're you are the game designer. Why did you add parrying if you don't like to parry? We added parrying in the game. Also, I'm not good at parrying, but why did you add it to the game? Help me understand. Back in the day with Dragon Age, if you had a shield or something, or when it came to dodging, depending on your dexterity, and if you got automatically hit by something, you had a chance to dodge it or something like that. I think that would have been cool if they did this in Veilguard and went back to the roots where it's more tactical. And if you got attacked, you could either dodge it, automatically block it, or downright just mitigate the damage or something like that. But since you added parrying, can a mage parry in this game? Is that what we're about to see? We're just going to have some ladies play this game. They're going to have like a staff of fire, and then they're going to get hit by a melee attack, and they're going to parry the attack with their staff. That kind of sounds awesome now that I say it in my head. But at the same time, you usually think parrying is involved with the rogue classes and the warrior classes. But now we're all out here parrying and doing combos in Veilguard because they don't know what they want to do with their game. The dude just said, we added parrying, but I suck at parrying. And I'm like, then why did you add it? This is your baby girl. Why did you add something you're not good at? Well, I guess I get it. Maybe, most of us will. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Locations that we'll be visiting are bustling cityscapes. We're going to go right to the heart of the Tevinter Empire. We're also going to go to a city in Antiva called Treviso. These have a dense populace, and we knew we needed to have the tools to support a wide range of NPCs. You're not going to find NPCs that look alike in this game. Every NPC is crafted using the same tools that we're giving to our players, with the exception of some of our custom sculpted characters like the companions. So when you walk up to that market vendor in Minrathous, you can make that character. When you see the guards patrolling the street, you can make that character too.
You see those poor people over there trying to pick up the, slaving away right over there? You can look like them.
I think it's so interesting, not only as a developer to be able to use player-facing tools and technology, but then as a player to be inspired by the population around you and be able to go replicate that inside of the character creator.
Where's Nev Gallus?
You can
Wasn't
be
she at
poor
the meeting
too.
Point?
The Venatori got to her first.
There's a perk for Veilguard if you beat this as a hobo with the shotgun build.
Grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our
You get double the
detective did
damage if you
something
play
to
the
piss
game
off
alone.
A cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks.
These are the most fully realized, complex companions we've ever crafted. And I do believe they are our best. They're complicated. They have complicated problems. And what's interesting, as much as I adore the companions
they're kind of right.
and the journeys I've been on with them in past Dragon Age titles, previously it feels like the companions are going on an adventure with me, the main character, whether it's the hero Ferelden or Hawk, you name it. But in Dragon Age the Veilguard, in many ways, the companions are so fleshed out that it feels as though I'm going on a journey with them. I'm exploring how they think and feel. I'm helping them through their problems. We're working through their unique character arcs. They feel like my dear friends, and I absolutely adore them. So outside of combat,
You know that one teacher that you had in middle school or in elementary school, and she was overly nice to the point where it got creepy? That one that you're thinking right there. That's this dude. It's like, hey everybody, hey Miss Johnson, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hug each other, and then we're going to ring around the rosy, and then we're gonna have some apple juice. And everybody's just like, yay! He's like, Matt, do you want to play? He's like, I don't feel too good, Mrs. Johnson. Everybody, come over here to Matthew. He needs a hug. And I'm like, I don't want everybody hugging. Come on in. Give Matt a hug. And I'm like, come on, Matt. All you kids, give him a hug. What did you put in this? Mr. Hardcore Mode? Mr. Hardcore Mode? If you're feeling down, why don't you enjoy some apple juice? It's kind of good, but it tastes a little... And then my feet are getting dragged somewhere. My feet are getting dragged. I'm just... Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. I need to... I need to stop. But basically what I'm saying is, like, I need to see what exactly he means. I really do. I really need to, because they make it sound compelling and interesting, but at the same time I'm just like, show me what you mean. What we've made is so different with these companions, it'll blow your mind. These companions are like your family. This is the most delicate and most intricate moment that in Dragon Age history when it comes to mechanics with your companions and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, okay, show us, because you're gassing me up. I'm over here just like, okay, show me this updated version of the companions, because I want to see what they mean. I really do.
What that means is they're going to have their own concerns, fears, distractions, and indeed, even their own sanctuaries, their own personal spaces. In our, I guess you could call it our base of operations this time, our player hub, the lighthouse. Each of the companions has their own room. And what I love about it is it becomes a reflection of who they are. The more time you spend with them as the game develops, as you work through their arc, their room and their personalities will evolve and flourish and become more complete as they trust you more and you understand them better. What's interesting,
Hey, Rook. Hey, Rook. I appreciate you bringing me along, and thank you for doing that one quest for me. That was that really meant something. And to show you my gratitude, I decorated my room. Go ahead, come on in. I put some lights over here and a couple of books. We got a sandbag. Just to let you know, if you fucking piss me off, all this could be gone. If my approval rating goes down, it's only gonna be a blanket in this bitch and a lantern. I just don't know exactly what they mean. I'm going by what they say. And I'm just like, I need to see what they mean. I need to see it.
companions also develop romantically. I'm not just talking about with the main character Rook. I'm talking about with each other.
Am I the only one who thought this? I thought the design of the dragons even in this game, but also Dragon Age Inquisition, I think they look cool, but I don't think they really look all that unique. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's so many. I hope all the dragons that are in this game look fucking different. because a lot of the dragons in the previous game looked really samey. They all had the same horns. They almost all had the same color almost, but it felt, they all felt pretty samey. And I hope that's not the case with this game, because
I'm not just talking about with the main character Rook. I'm talking about with each other. There are moments in the game where two of our companions fell in love with each other, and I had to make some pretty challenging choices as it related to the quest we were on. And it broke my heart. It absolutely did.
That's actually kind of interesting. My guess is two companions were together, and some part in the main mission, you could only save one. That's actually kind of interesting. But at the same time, has that already been done yet? This is still unique. This is still really cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually kind of unique.
So I would say as you're adventuring with them and you're returning to the lighthouse and getting to know them, all of these decisions and conversations and things you learn about them, it endears them to you in a way that I honestly haven't experienced before. And sometimes that fills me with joy, and sometimes it breaks my heart.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't
So
gonna
fucking
stop just
stupid,
because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another
Peter
option
Griffin? All right.
to help him justify changing his mind.
That's such a stupid thing for Varric to say.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook.
I think this is a game that tries to give the player as much agency as we can, and then reflecting it back on you. Choice and consequence can be really hard.
They always say that. I don't know. They always say that. I don't know about you guys, but they always say that. I mean, I think that's great that there's a lot of choices, but I don't know. I don't know. Every time when I hear that, I'm just like, okay, all right. I assumed that this would be that in the game. That's what they said for Avian, the Avowed that's coming out.
Hard to show, but this is a game about agency, about giving you options, and whether that be in how you play or approach combat, whether that be in how you make your character, whether that be in how you decide who you're going to romance.
So the challenge that's always before us is how do we appeal to each of those sensibilities? The person that's there for the story, the person that is there to min-max their character and do the most damage, the person who really wants to lean into tactical versus the player who really wants to lean into action and fluidity. There are a couple of different axes to our progression systems and how your character will develop over time. There is the gear that you'll find along the way, the things you'll equip. There are the progression systems there within where you're upgrading the gear, you're enchanting it. That extends to your companions, by the way.
I would like to see the enchanting.
There's also the robust skill tree system that we have.
You're a goddamn liar. I saw that skill tree. Unless you're hiding another skill tree into your pocket, I saw that skill tree. You are robust? I need a number on robust. Is a robust a resounding 5? Maybe a 6 or a 7? Don't say it's 10. Don't say it's 10.
This allows you to take any of our 3 classes, the warrior, the rogue, or the mage, specialize them. Each class has 3 different highly distinct specializations, but a skill tree that connects them all together that is easy to use, but also pretty boundless in terms of the gameplay options and styles of character build you can create.
Boundless is a strong word. I've seen the skill tree already. Unless they're hiding the skill tree. Okay, alright, I'll show you the skill tree. No. I'm not gonna do this to you guys. No, because I'll be just talking on my ass. Skill tree. Dragon Age. Nah, because y'all be, You'll be thinking I'm talking out of my ass. Where is it? Bro, I know you have the picture. Show me. Okay, all right. You're trying to play me. Bro. I saw this skill tree. Yeah, here we go. Thank you. See? The one time I trust Reddit. Shut up. That's the skill tree. This is your robust skill tree. Robust would be maybe a little bit bigger, but this, it's just like it's a 2 thumbs up skill tree size. It's a 2 thumbs up. Robust? Boundless? He said boundless. And I'm just like, listen, this is a skill tree with 2 thumbs up. I don't know about boundless. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Because this is going to be for warriors. There's also one for mage, and there's also one for rogue. This one is specifically for warrior. Okay. But anyway, let me throw this away and return the video. Are you saying you typically don't?
Stop this demon quickly. The gameplay in the franchise has been an evolution. Every single entry.
He's right. He's right. It's become such an evolution that it's a different game.
Reimagines what combat is like.
But it does keep that thread that's always been there. When you go from Dragon Age Origins with very tactical combat to Dragon Age 2, which still had pause and play, to Dragon Age Inquisition, again with some tactics, pause and play, but moving towards more action-oriented aspects. In this game, you have focus on...
Yeah, I want to know, Mark. Mark, I want to know how you feel about that. I'm just curious. Wait. Let me hear what he just said first.
Evolution. Every single entry reimagines what combat is like.
But it does keep that thread that's always been there. When you go from Dragon Age...
What thread are you talking about? Keep what thread? What thread are you talking about?
Origins with very tactical combat to
very tactical.
Dragon Age 2, which still had pause and play, to Dragon Age Inquisition.
It still had pause and play. Yeah, I know they kind of moved a little bit more actiony, and then Inquisition had a good balance of both. And then this one was like, all right, let's get that tactical shit out and put action up in front. Let's just do Mass Effect, except with swords.
Again, with some tactics, pause and play, but moving towards more action.
Guys, are you enjoying this three skill bar thingy right here? Are you enjoying this 3 skill bar thingy? What do you mean? Are you saying you have 5 different magic abilities? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? That's a waste of a point. All I want them to do is just show me. Either say they can't do this or just show me like a whole build. Like, yo, this is what you'll look like in mid-game. And I'll be like, oh shit, homie, we're back. And then do that that Arnold Schwarzenegger grab. And then I could like look at like, oh shit, you have all these abilities out. Crazy. Or just tell us straight up, oh, you can only use 3 abilities. Just be honest.
Oriented aspects. In this game, you have focus on Rook, on your character, but still having that control coming into your combat experience from...
Mark is really stretching it because he knows that, like, there's always that thread. And I'm like, bro, there ain't no thread, bro. We are... The thread from Origins all the way to Veilguard. Listen, we are holding on to invisible string.
from the other people in your party.
Our goal was to make sure we had a system that allowed players to feel like they actually were able to step into the world of Thetis. They're not a player observing from afar. They are inside of this world. The combat system needs to support that. So that starts with our foundation, which is a real...
I agree with him with a little bit with the fact that you'll probably feel the impact of the blades when you swing them, or the fact that you can change who you're attacking back and forth, back and forth. I can understand what he means right there, but if he means like when it comes to the camera where it's more isometric, maybe if it's third person, maybe if it's first person, you can still be oh sorry, I'm throwing shit. You can still be immersed in that said game. You could still be immersed. It all depends, of course, on the player, but you can still have that level of immersion in the game, whether or not you're top down. Anybody ever played Little Nightmares? I was deeply immersed in Little Nightmares, but it was like a side-scroller thing. It was a little side-scroller thing. Path of Exile, when you know, you're the typical CRPG style, you're, you know, top-down sort of thing. You're surrounded by a fucking 1,000 bugs, and you need to bring them down with fire. I was still immersed in that thing. So it's I wouldn't say it's I'm not. I feel like that they've already had that sort of a level of immersion.
Real-time combat system. But what I will say is that while it provides a level of accessibility,
even if it's
and
real-time or not,
and indeed weight, one of my favorite things is that every attack, every swing of the sword, when you connect, you absolutely feel it. But that is just the baseline. That allows us to get that level of immersion, that I'm actually in this world, I'm a part of it. But again, the abilities, the strategy, linking my companions' abilities together to perform devastating combos, that is really where the depth and the complexity comes into play. Companions is...
I really wanted you to show me that. You just said it yourself, like that's where the meat and potatoes of Veilguard is. Why didn't you show us that in the gameplay reveal? You need to hype up your fans. Besides just showing them the graphics, Varric, and Solus's bald head, you could have just showed us what we have in store for the gameplay. By the way, speaking of the gameplay reveal trailer, you showed us more, what's the word I'm looking for? Dialogue than gameplay. You showed us more dialogue, way more dialogue than gameplay.
Realized characters. We have to take that
Give me more
premise
Baldy.
when we
Yes.
talk about how they show up in combat. These are their own people. They have their own behaviors. They have their own autonomy on the battlefield. They'll pick their own targets. As their plots progress, they'll learn how to use their abilities more competently. And it really feels...
They'll pick their own targets? I don't know. See, this is the part of the tactical. This is the tactical part that I'm worried about, because here's this, chat. Think about this, because I think this is what's gonna happen, and I don't know for sure what they have for the companion wheel, because we can't operate the companion wheel. I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping, that since we can't control the characters, that with their, you know, there's like a level of tactics that we can do, combat tactics you can do with your companions, where, okay, we got 5 demons, 5 low-ranking demons, and they are charging our way, but they're all being buffed by a motherfucker right behind them. We need to focus down the demon that is buffing the other demons. But if you have Harding and the one veil jumper bitch just shooting random shit, and you're just like, I'll take care of it. I got it. I got it. You're walking around the demons, getting slapped up with no help. And you finally make it to the buffer. You finally make it to the buffing demon. And guess what the buffing demon does? Because nobody shot the demon from afar. Nobody even touched the demon. The buffing demon teleports and goes into another platform. And you're just like, Ladies, I'll go take care of that. You do you. You know what? It's your autonomy. It's your autonomy. I don't wanna, you know, your body, your choice. I get it. I'll take care of this buffed up demon. I only got a sword. I don't really got a bow. But I'll take care of this buffing demon that's buffing like the 15 enemies that are around. You go ahead and do what you want. And then you're watching Harding shoot a bow and arrow at one enemy that is 2 inches away from her.
Feels like you're fighting alongside these realized characters in battle. So I love that. I love the believability of it. It feels like we're all in it together. But then when it comes time for the strategy and the progression, I might add, that's where really a sense of teamwork comes into play. As the leader of this party is Rook, when I open the ability wheel, I almost feel like we're huddling up, coming up with a game plan together. I see all the abilities that Harding has, and I see everything that Balara is capable of. And sometimes I'm using their abilities synergistically. Maybe I'm slowing time.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to rely. So they will automatically shoot random enemies. They will automatically shoot random enemies. But when it comes to using their abilities as certain enemies, we could use their abilities. That's the only time. So I don't know what they're doing behind me. I don't know what they're doing behind me, but I'm hoping that they can use their abilities. This is kind of reminds me of Mass Effect, but kind of doesn't. But here's one thing. What if I need somebody? What if I need somebody to do a sniper shot at one enemy that is doing massive damage in the distance, and I call them to do an ability at that one enemy that's up on a pillar, and they can't because Harding is getting choked out by a demon? And I'm just like, I don't know if she likes it or not. She's over there smiling with foam in her coming out of her mouth. I'm like, I can't control her body, her choice. What am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. I can't control her. She wouldn't be in that predicament if I could control shit. She wouldn't be in that predicament.
With Balara, so that I can unleash devastating attacks with Harding, knocking down the enemy, and then me as Rook, I'm rushing in and capitalizing on this setup they've created.
I'm hoping.
For me. It is a game about creating this organic sense of teamwork. Now, there are more explicit synergies as well. We very much have intentional combos where your companions can play off of each other. You can queue up abilities between them, and each of those abilities will go off and have their effect, but it results in this massive detonation where you get enhanced effects, debuff the entire battlefield, all because of planning and teamwork.
I need to see
what
that.
Makes it really cool.
The way he's explaining it, I need to see that. That sounds awesome. That does sound awesome. But you need to show us. You need to show us. That could have been part of the gameplay. I'm repeating myself, ain't I? Okay, I'm sorry.
Cool is you can introduce Rook into that equation as well. One of my favorite things to do is upgrade some of Harding's abilities, so she will autonomously use some of these abilities that normally I'd have to instruct her to do, and she'll actually set my character up to execute a combo that again has that detonation effect. And what's been surprising, I think, for me, is that it's really changed the way I approach the game. I'm very much the pause and play tactical strategic RPG player. But what I found is that I entered into kind of a hybrid play style the more familiar I got with this game that we've created, where I'm leaning into the fluid, responsive gameplay. I'm using my abilities of Rook.
That combo is awesome. But I think it's cool that they're trying to be innovative a little bit with their choice in how to do their combat. But it's like, oh yeah, I like to do this tactful thing, but how about we try to do a hybrid version of that? I think that's cool that they're trying to open their mind into new things, but I hope that they do it well, because you're gonna your usual players. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. They added action so they can so they could what's the word I'm looking for? They added more action to Dragon Age to appeal to the casual audience. That's what they did. That's what they did. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. They may think about it, but let's be honest. What they've said here through this whole video is like, yo, we're trying to, you know, give people more range, so anybody could like this, or, you know, when it comes to difficulty, anybody could have their own difficulty. If they want to design the character, they can do, you know, obviously whatever they want. They, you know, there's an open variety. When they added action, they were like, okay, oh, a hybrid version, it'll appeal to the casual audience. That's what it is.
Main character in real time, but then I am pausing the action when I want to leverage my companions and string together complex combos or synergies that I've identified on my own. It gives you that
I've
moment
never
to
thought I would
think
be talking about
and
combos with the
respond
Dragon Age
in a
game.
way that is truly delightful. I came up through most of my career as a systems designer, working in progression systems.
I'm talking about like hit combos, not like combos with abilities. There's always been combos with abilities in Dragon Age Inquisition. You just had to think about it, you know, certain detonations and stuff like that. But there's also a combo system right at the bottom, right over here, where it's saying, hey, you keep on hitting the enemy and you don't get hit, you can use your AP points and use your skills. That's literally it's basically Devil May Cry. He's like, you know, super sexy style and stuff.
Systems and economy and how these little virtual characters behave. But I think the thing that surprised me the most has to be just the passion and the culture that the studio has for telling stories for these characters that we've all created together.
I mean, honestly, I just want to say I am incredibly proud of this project. I'm incredibly proud of this team, and I think the thing I'm most excited about when people start playing this game, people start seeing more about this game, is every little piece, every little thing in this game is because somebody cared. Somebody cared enough to put it in, and you can see that there's a saying that the game reflects the team. I think this one reflects the team that made it in the best possible way.
I'm really excited about this game. It's really been really gratifying to come back onto the team and see everything that they've accomplished in the last couple of years. The game's coming together great. It's really fun.
You came back into the team? Wait, what are you? Why did you say former executive? Are you the executive now? Why did it say former? What are you? I just want to know his job title. That's it. I think it's great that Mark is back and he's getting paid and doing what he loves. I think that's fucking phenomenal. But at the same time, I'm just like, who are you? Why did he say former? Give me a title, man.
And I'm really looking forward to people getting their hands on it in a little while.
All right. Well, that was good. That was a good video. That is what they pretty much said. And if you look down here, let me show you. A lot of people are pretty excited about this. A lot of people are pretty excited. Yeah, I think that's great. Good luck, BioWare. My heart's with you. Some people are kind of skeptical. Some person said I trust Mark Dara. I see exactly what he meant. I trust Mark. Yep, a lot of people are just like, you know, all right, we'll hold it. We'll hold it for Mark. Game is going to be so much fun. I think that's great. I'm glad that a lot of people are excited. Yeah, people are excited. A lot of people cannot wait. That's good. That's really good. A lot of people are happy that Mark Dara is here. Kaylee, I know her channel. She's pretty good. She's excited. And yeah, a lot of people are saying Mark Dara. I'm so glad he's here. And yeah, that's cool. I think that's great. A lot of people, yeah, some people are kind of, hard to trust BioWare nowadays, but maybe it'll still be worth hoping. See, a lot of people are just like us, man. A lot of people are just like us. Like, hey, we're excited for BioWare, but really we're kind of worried, and we hope that it's a really good game. And that's just it. That's it, guys. Listen, if you're excited about this game, I'm super glad. I'm super glad that you have something to look forward to. I hope it's your game of the year. I have a game of the year for something else, but hey, all in all, I mean, we're here playing video games, huh? So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there with a hard rant, and yeah, let's play some more video games. Okay. Okay. We are done with that. That was fun. That was cool. Let's play some Dragon Age Origins. Should I romance Tash? Okay, we need to let that joke go. Let that joke go. Let that joke go. And why are you trying to date my family? You trying to join the family? Is that what you're trying to do? You can't join us. I appreciate y'all all following and subbing, but listen, we can't be family members out here. We can't be family members out here. Come on now. But I'm a gendomancer? Let that go. Let that shit go. Let that go. Let it fucking go. Whatever you say. Oh my god. Stop! Let me see if there's any loot that I forgot over here. I don't think there's any other loot over there. Alright, bitches, let's go into the woods.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Why are you gay? You are gay. Okay. Well, some enemies over here.
No, he's sleeping.
That dog is dead. You probably don't want to pet that dog. Sten, if you don't move out of my goddamn way. Splinted gloves. It's leather. About the same. Of course.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
All right, you enjoy that date. Ooh. Wait, can I get on this tree bark? No, probably not. Let's go over here. Oh, there's wolves over there. I saw them. Werewolves. Okay, we just walked through there. All right. Bear. Insufficient stamina.
I could kill it in 2 blows.
That's a good hit. That's a good hit. You should definitely use your bow. And pin him down. Morgan, you should use... There you go. I was about to use my bow. There you go. No, 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 no. Ladies, you back up. The crippling shot worked. Got him.
Yes?
What do you know of this place?
People have always spoken of dark and mysterious woods haunted by beings unseen. The Brazilian forest is one such forest. They say the veil is thin here, and spirits from the fade pass over, drifting through the trees and giving them an unnatural and sinister intelligence. It is said that if you feel you are being watched in the Brazilian forest, you are.
Alright, let's just move on. What kind of loot? Is that a Templar? That is a Templar. Ooh, Steel Series. I already got heavy chainmail on, but my boy Sten, he got that gray iron on. Hold on, it's time to upgrade you. Scale armor. Oh hell no, bro! You got better armor than me. God dang, boy. Who the hell do you think you are, boy? Oh god, I didn't mean that. That was not part of the plan to get you naked. That was not part of the plan. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay. Hell yeah. Helmet? Who needs a helmet when you can look like a badass? Quick save. Andraste's Grace. Isn't that something that we need? What you looking at? What you looking at, boy?
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters.
Which one's the sister?
The Daily sent a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
I am no servant of the Dalish.
Do you take us for fools? We know you come from their camp outside the forest. No doubt the old keeper himself sent you. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
You sound as if you hate the Dalish a great deal.
That we do. How dare they send you here against us? Turn and leave while you still have the chance.
Be gone, beast, or suffer the consequences.
We are not afraid of you. Come, brothers and sisters. We fight.
Alright. Can you do a hex on big boy right here? No, let's start with a small. Well, all of the werewolves are dangerous. Should start off with that one. End shot. Let's see. Stan. You do a taunt.
I am ready.
He's down. Crippling shot. What are you attacking? Please, can you attack this one, please? Go pummel shot as well.
Good time to kill someone.
It's good enough health for now. Caster forces the target to cower field, unable to move unless it passes a mental resistance check. Target already asleep when... Okay, gotcha.
I am your death!
Let's go for an 8. See. Acid? Acid would be useful. I'll just keep it.
Enough! The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
He just walks. Did a pretty good job. Save on that. One special werewolf. Rabid werewolf. We got a lot of werewolves. Pin that target.
Time to kill something.
Good, focus on that guy. Take him down. Alright, he's down. I'm gonna go behind him. Holy shit! One of us is down. This is why we quick save. Turn off that for now. Are they coming? A little bit. Alright, let's come this way.
Yes.
Yeah! Pull in targets. Just like Final Fantasy XI. need to check here. Do this on an enemy that is attacking main character. Do a horror. This is dumb. Do this to an enemy that is nearest visible. I would say the highest health. Save it. I'll just leave it right there.
Somebody still has.
You can live.
I'll try to be merciful.
Oh shoot! Yo, I like that preset. Nice. Nicely done. Hold up.
Show me it.
One at a time.
Preserve us. Here comes trouble.
No mercy from here.
Hitting my girlfriend? I don't like that. I really don't like that. Mighty... No need for mighty blow. Hold on to the mighty blow. Turn it off. That's fine. That's fine. Money. Werewolf pelt. What if I gave that kid a werewolf pelt? She'd be all over him. Or at least all over me, at least.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Quick save. Last one.
So be it. You should run while you can.
Easy. Let's see.
All right.
Delightful.
You're gonna fight him. No, just use your arrows. Back up. She really wants to use her daggers. Nice. 2 big weapons. Magisters reduces hostility, 10% to healing effective effects. Okay. That's actually kind of useful to mages, rogues. Give it to her for now. Don't say I never gave you anything. Actually, Morrigan does kind of do that. She just ups and leaves.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I'm just like, hey, we got a romance going on. She just leaves.
Who comes?
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here? But, we were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked.
Try to revive him for questioning? Can I even do that? Take the hunter back to the Dalish camp? Yeah, probably.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Or perhaps his own gods were watching out for him.
And perhaps they just know the Maker by another name.
Believe what you wish. It seems to me that they should be thanking the Grey Warden more than some absent god. But who am I to judge?
Ma Sirenas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
All right. Liliana is so nice. I love Liliana. To be honest, though, be completely honest, back in the day, I would have chose Morrigan, and I did choose Morrigan. But now, now that I'm older, I would have chose Liliana. Because, I mean, Morrigan kind of, I don't know, she kind of gives you, she fucks with you, is all I'm saying. But I think there is a DLC called The Witch Hunt, and you try to follow her. And I think at the end of it, you can choose to join her, I think, if I remember correctly. Where are they coming from? The left? I bet they're coming from the left.
More darkspawn.
Come on. Whoa, whoa! What are you guys... Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Now,
come this way.
I'll get on it as you say.
Alright. Yo, their ability to shoot from that much of a distance is crazy.
Right away.
You will use your abilities, correct? Resisted it. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh, you're trying to attack the other dude. Back up.
As you wish.
Attack this dude, please.
Begin the...
Resisted? That's interesting. Okay, highly resistant to magic. Should have started off with that. He is pushing the fuck out of Stan. He's going. That's a good hit. Ooh, get that shit out of here.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off?
Got him. Where's Liliana? Liliana, where are you? Oh, she's right behind the big dude.
Got it.
Let's see what the big dude had. Demonic poison? Well, that's cool. Resistant to spirit, only 5%? You can be better than that. You can do better than that. Iron bark, that's what we needed. Oh! Oh, that tree didn't like that.
See, we are not Here alone. Comes trouble!
There's something that I want you to do. Surrounded by at least 2 enemies? No, not Mind Blast. Enemy that is attacking party member. No. Enemy that's visible. We'll just do that one for now. I want you to do vulnerability hex. Yeah, that's fine.
I tried to be
I didn't like that.
Oh, this should be
Got him. Only you can prevent forest fires. Oh, I know where that is. We don't want to go there just yet. We do not want to go there just yet. We don't have any true amount of wounds here. Let me quick save before I forget. Yeah, we're... It's a place I wanted to avoid, but... Oh! Is it them that you're referring to? Oh, enemies up there. Holy shit, hold on.
Now to better them later.
You will
Is
not
this the only one?
Let's go.
One person leveled up. That's good. Why was there one darkspawn right there? I think he was with the other 3 or 4. Let's go with Morrigan. Level you up. Those characters balance the hit, makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows. This character's determination and mental fortitude with high willpower can cast more spells thanks to deeper mana pool. For warriors, you do need to get to 22 instead of having 21. Such as herbalism. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills such as herbalism and combat tactics require a quick mind to master an observant eye. Okay. This constitution being at 10 is probably not going to help, especially since we're on Nightmare. So if we could have at least 12, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage the character can take before falling to battle. Yeah, because we're gonna be getting hit a lot. Bear? Shapeshifter can transform into a bear, gaining large bonuses to nature resistance and armor, as well as bear's slam and rage ability. Caster's spell power further enhances this bear's statistics. The caster's spell power further enhances this bear's statistics and abilities with Master Shapeshifter. This form transforms the caster into a powerful bear, bear scarn, and gains the Overwhelm ability. Looks like she's towards lightning, ice. Surprised she doesn't have fire. She's got a lot of entropy as well. Hex inflicts penalties to cold resistance to all other targets. That's going to be useful. While active, the caster draws in nearby entropic energy, draining residual life force from any dead enemy nearby to heal the caster. Use the target of energy, inflicting penalties to attack and defense, as well as reducing its movement speed unless it passes a physical resistance check. All of these are very, very useful abilities. All of it requires magic. The caster fires a sphere of magical energy at the enemy, dealing moderate spirit damage. That arcane shield's gonna be coming in handy. Keen familiar with the arcane arts, granted permanent bonus to spell power. A permanent bonus to spell power is really good. Shapeshifter is entirely her own thing, too. Flying Swarm. What's this one? Oh, okay, I see. Where are we going with you? It seems to me like you definitely like to do some CC. Got some death magic on you. I'm wondering where you want to go. You don't like to do earth magic. It's weird that you don't want to do any fire magic. Shock. Caster's hands are rough with a cone of lightning, damaging all targets in the area. Friendly fire as possible. The shot could be useful. Mana drain. There's also spirit too. Force field. The caster erects a telekinetic barrier around the target, who becomes completely immune to damage from the duration of the spell but cannot move. Friendly fire as possible. Spell shield. While this ability is active, any hostile spell targeted at the caster has a 75% chance of being absorbed into the fate, draining mana instead. Once all mana has been depleted, the shield collapses. Once all mana has been drained, the shield collapses. It seems like she has 4 abilities on entropy, no abilities on creation, 1 ability on spirit. We're gonna have win on creation. 3 on primal, and definitely a shapeshifter, which is important. Let's go here. That was hard to choose. Jeez.
I am ready.
No mercy!
I'm getting hit a lot. Sten. Could you... He is attacking him. Ice. Okay, my character is still fucking alive. After we killed that one, we need to help out the ladies.
I go. Run while you can.
There we go. Use your bow.
As poorly as the smell.
Dead. Definitely attacking me. Nice backup. Nice backup. Jesus. They were trying. Lesser elixir of grounding. Okay. That is leading to the same area. Shit. Nice little resistance right there. Nice. We'll take it. Those guys hit hard. And there's more. Let's wait until we're all healed up. Okay, I think we're good. There's like 4 of them. He's on the way. Run around. Ladies, you might want to... No. I'm sorry. You two can attack.
I see.
No skill, only
there we go.
Another battle
Get up, get up. Nice one, Sten. Then holding it down. Somebody doesn't want us here. Oh, that one right there looks like he's special. Wait until we're fully healed. Who? 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 Who?
It is done. I go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Maybe it's somebody upstairs.
Make a preserver.
Still hitting him.
You should run while you can.
There we go.
Another battle item.
Oh. Not bad, not bad.
Very well.
I feel like there's something else besides the tree, folk.
It is done. I am your death. Let us end this.
This is free hits right here.
Make us breath. Cross me and you shall pay.
Right.
Okay. Whoa. Sten, back up.
Orders.
God
Begin
damn
the
it.
onslaught.
I did not want you to be a part of this.
Let's end this.
Okay, you got him. Cool. Jeez. That was kind of cutting it close. Let's back up a bit. Another enemy somewhere? Ah, it is.
Now, better than later.
What's Dark Spawn doing up here? Any other Dark Spawn up here? Painted Skyball, Oxbone. I know who to give that to. I'll leave that loot right there. Where's the other enemy? Can't even quick save right now. gravestone. I'm not gonna touch that gravestone just yet. I've been feeling something bad might happen. Still not finding the threat. Oh, no. Man, if you don't all just get over here right now. That made no damn sense. Quick save. What the hell was that? The landmark, but otherwise unremarkable at this time. Campsite appears remarkably intact. The tents and bedrolls are covered with leaves, but are dry and whole. Fire pit smokes and possess embers enough to build into a small flame. There are no signs of any inhabitants.
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not say?
Everything is so clean. Where are the ones who set it up? You get no hint of danger, though it strikes you as odd that the camp is abandoned. Perhaps searching the camp will give you more clues. Look into the tent and are surprised by how dry and cozy it feels. It is clean but empty. What a pleasant place to rest your head.
Wow, that is a nice tent. Could we sleep here? This seems like the perfect spot. And I am just so tired.
No, we can't sleep here. We need to go. It takes all your strength to step back from the tent. A wave of weariness washes through you despite your efforts to resist it. Yeah, this is weird. As you turn to leave, you find your steps growing lean. Fatigue tugs at your limbs and you yawn. It's been a long journey, perhaps, and it's safe to rest.
We going? My feet are so sore. If we're careful, we could use this camp, couldn't we? Could it be that bad?
Let's not fight it. Let's turn around and see what happens. Okay. I mean, I have no choice now. I literally have no choice. How come you're the only one that survived? There was literally no way for me to get out of that.
I shall do it.
Shit, she's gonna die. Well, this sucks. Damn, what the fuck? What What a little bitch. Okay. I like how the fucking thing was like, hey, I will try to avoid the trap. And the game's just like, no, you will go in trap. Nah, you're gonna stay in trap. And I'm like, there was no way to get out of the trap? None? Let's head back. Why was she the one that was the only one that was so weird?
How odd. A camp with no campers, complete with fire and warm blankets. Rather inviting, would you not
More
say?
suspicious than inviting. And then let's just try to leave. As you turn to leave, you
We going? My feet are so sore. If we can...
Turn your head back within the last of your willpower. You pull out of the delirium as if it were a dream. The vision of the campground dissipates. Before you is a cold, long-dead campsite filled with bones of the many travelers who have been lured here by the shade, which now angrily lunges toward you. Little bitch. You little piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Your tactics. Nearest visible. Any enemy, that's fine. There we go.
Come and get it!
As I expected.
Bitch. But the shade destroyed, the fog seems to lift. The camp that was here is ancient, and the remnants of the shade's victims all lie as if still sleeping still.
A hungry spirit luring those who pass to their rest and their doom. One might wonder how it learned this trick. No matter, it shall prey on no one else.
That was spooky. Money. Money. Lesser nature salve? Are you serious right now? We noticed you worked your ass off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a salve. Daramisu. Nice. Free? We were about to buy that. We were literally about to buy that dagger. I have no space as of yet. We need to definitely take that. Blades. Enchanted dagger, +4, and it's iced. There we go. Save that.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
You're not going to attack me, are you?
Ah, thou speakest of the others, how filled they are with hate. I apologize on their behalf. They cannot control their fate. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou thinkst it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
I would like to know more of this forest.
I can only speak to what a tree may see. It may not help you, but it is enough for me.
Why is it called the Brazilian Forest?
That is but a human name, one placed upon this land their claim. A claim they stole from ancient elves, whom they first killed, and were killed themselves.
Damn. What happened here to make the forest like this?
A great war, perhaps. I cannot tell. I was not here when it befell. But many deaths here, all the same. And with the deaths, the spirits came. The spirits entered corpse and tree, and most went mad, as thou canst see. The forest had a spirit of its own, from back when its first seeds were sown. Perhaps she died of grief that day, or perhaps she simply went away. Or perhaps the wares are the ones to blame, for the day she left is the day they came.
Or perhaps the wares are the ones to blame, for the day she left is the day they came. Where can I find Witherfang's lair?
In the center of the forest the wares do dwell, or so go the tales my fellows tell. But they cannot be followed there. The forest doth protect the wares.
And why did the trees protect them?
Perhaps wares use magic to command the trees. All I know is they move as they please.
Is there any other way to get the center of the tree forest?
Perform the boon as I ask, and I shall reward thee for the task. I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
What a bitch! What's so special, and you want it back, I take it?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without
the fuck?
I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
Okay. I could look for your acorn. Very well, I will help you.
Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
Okay. Interesting. Go to the east. South exit to East Forest. Okay. Get the acorn. Get to the Were Forest. Should probably save it. Ah, tree! I didn't even think about it.
Watch out!
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Nice hit. Girl, if you don't hit from behind, if you're gonna use daggers. Okay. How to prevent forest fires? Easy. Get rid of the forest. That place is blocked off. Clearly. More tree bitches over there.
All right, all right.
Yeah, it's blocked off, you see. Three trees? Yeah, that's exactly what we need right now. Oh, god damn. He's sucking my blood.
So be it. Let's see some.
Here's the onslaught. That all you got?
What a dick.
Run while you can.
Hurry.
You are not using nearest visible.
Let's end this.
You will learn.
Use your bow, like I've been telling you. Oh! I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I just hate it. I'm not trying to pull the enemy.
All right,
All right,
all right.
that's what it is then.
Keep attacking. Don't stop. Wait to heal a bit. Alright. Get him.
Good to go.
Oh, he's already dead. Jesus, we got some good damage.
Is it time to kill something?
Oh, I know exactly what's over here, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. We got some ambushes on the way. Alright. But we're going to do a hard save, and we'll have to end it from here. Because tomorrow, we got a bigger stream. Alright guys, appreciate you guys being here. I need to get some rest because, yeah, we got a bigger stream tomorrow, and I hope I see you there. Anyway, y'all take care, and have a good one. Peace.